Back in May, me and my friend was out just on a random Friday. We thought we might as well get some drinks, go out, have a good time. And we went to a club. Me and him were just chilling at the corner of the dance floor, just dancing a little bit, joking around. There weren't too many people at this time, so we weren't getting too involved. Out of nowhere, this girl keeps looking at me, and my mate says to me, "She keeps looking at you. Let them know we're pointing at you over there." And I'm like, "Oh, are they?" And literally within about 2 seconds, this girl comes running up to me and asks me, "My mate thinks you're fit, can she have your number?" We have a little combo or whatever, and then I give the number. And I find out later on that it wasn't actually her mate who wanted the number, it was her who wanted the number. And the same girl, when later on I was able to get her Snapchat or whatever, just to see what she actually looked like and which one it was, she had a man as well, which is even worse. So she had a boyfriend as well, which is fucked. It's just fucked. This was just a random occasion, and my mate was like, "How does that happen to you so often?" Because less than a month ago we were out again and something similar happened where a girl asked him if I was single, and then me and her started getting stuff popping, and he saw how much attention I was getting. And I said, when you're in shape, it makes a massive difference. These were some weird experiences, but in a weird way, and I'm not trying to sound in a braggadocious way, and I'm not trying to sound big-headed. It isn't uncommon for this to happen. So I will say in a lot of different places, stuff like this has happened. For example, let's say in a gym sense, I've had a few girls who have made it obvious and wanted to do stuff or whatever, just because we get chatting or whatever. In a work sense, I've had a lot of girls who have wanted to do stuff with me because we just work together and because they find me attractive. In a nightclub sense, a going out sense, a lot of times I get a lot of attraction, and it all stems really from my physique and from my body, because at the end of the day, most people in them places aren't going to be in as good a shape as me. You might get some people who are naturally in better shape or might be in better shape, but at the point I'm at now and at the point I was at then, you're not really going to get too many people who are in better shape than you. And when you combine that, when you got confidence and when you're feeling good about yourself, like we went to a festival about 5 weeks ago and I had girls coming up to me again saying that I was fit and saying that I was attractive, and one saying that her mate thought I was fit and begging me to go over and talk to her. You just kind of get used to this stuff happening, and it all stems from being in shape, because you lot might say height and you might say all this stuff, but especially at that festival, there's a group of guys, there's 5 people in front of me who were all taller than me. I'm over 6 foot, definitely. I got measured by my mum at around 6'2". I don't know if I am 6'2", I know, but I got measured around there. So I'd assume 6'1", a bit over maybe 6'2", because my dad's 6'1", I'm taller than him. So height-wise, I am in a good position, but we were out at this place and there were some taller guys than me, and they were not in bad shape or whatever. They were probably all sitting around 6'4". And no women were going up to them. No women were talking to them. And for some reason, they were talking to me. And I only adhere that to my physique and to my body. And I just want you all to understand, when you get in shape, you will have random options. And it just makes it kind of easy to get in stuff when you're not even trying that hard, which is an amazing thing for your confidence. And this is what I found. I don't have to try that hard. This video does come off braggadocious, but I want to show you lot how easy these things are, because all these things have happened. I can ask my friends, I could do all this to tell you that this stuff has happened. I was out on a Saturday, July 2 years ago, and it was for one of my friend's birthdays, and we all went out. There was loads of people and it was a beautiful day. It was sunny. I just finished work that day. Literally get home, get dressed quick, run back out, scooted home, then I got an Uber into town, quickly got changed. That same day I got a girl I really liked, Snap and all that, and we started getting into something that day from that workplace. And I went out that night and the attention I got was insane. And I mean, this was the weirdest night, and I was about, I would say, nearish to 10% body fat at that time. I was near to 10% body fat and I wasn't that muscly. You could tell I worked out, if that makes sense. I had a bit of bicep, had a bit of a V-tape, but nothing crazy. And I went out and the weirdest thing happened. These group of kids who was with us, who I didn't know, I still don't know them, they were friends of a friend, were trying to get with these girls. So there was like a group of 6 girls. We were in this place, it wasn't that big, and there was like a screen at the back as well, and it played like music on the screen, and it wasn't that big of a place, but it's quite popular. There's quite a lot of people. It's a summer's day, and literally they're trying to chat to these girls, and they're really trying, and out of nowhere, all these girls just end up pointing at me. And then one of my mates is like, "Yeah, she's pointing at you, they're pointing at you." I was like, "Oh, is it? Just carry on dancing, just carry on enjoying myself." I was like, "Oh, I'm not really looking for anything, I don't really care." And then they start literally walking over and they all surround me. Imagine this, you got 6 girls all in front of you and they were really attractive. Some of them I was like, oh my God, she's beautiful, she's stunning, what the fuck? And then they started speaking to me and started asking me random questions. And I was like, what the fuck's going on here? I was a bit confused. I was like, what's going on? And it's obvious now what's going on. But they completely shrugged off these guys who literally, one of them was around my height, I would say is better looking than me as well. And they shrugged them off and went over to me. And I was just a bit like, I was a bit confused, and then started chatting or whatever. And then a bit later on, that same night, we're walking down this road. So we're just walking down this road. We're on our way to a different club. And this woman is getting married the next day. So she's on whatever you call it, where all the women go for someone getting married. I forgot the name of it. So she's out on there. And she literally comes up to me, grabs my arm and says, I'm getting married to you tomorrow. I'm meeting you down the aisle. And I'm like, what the fuck is she on about? This is so weird. Why is she saying this? She's like, no, I'm meeting you down the aisle tomorrow. I'm like, I don't think you are. Because I was so innocent at the time as well, because I was only 19. I was so innocent as I was like, I don't think you are. And she's like, yeah, I'm meeting you. And I just started making a joke out of it. I was like, oh, maybe, or whatever. And then another girl who was a friend of a friend took me away and was holding my hand the whole time. And she was like, oh yeah, we need to go, and trying to do stuff. And I was like, nah, because she had like 2 kids and she was only like 24. And I thought, fuck this, I'm not doing that, because I know what happened, you know what I mean? So this is just some examples of just getting in random stuff, literally just getting in random incidents, random things. And it just sprung to my mind because the other day I had something similar where this girl was making it very obvious to me, very obvious, and I could have activated on it, but I was just getting on with my day. And it's just a really weird feeling when you got attraction from girls who are quite attractive and you're just getting on with your day, and it all stems down to your physique and your body. Your physique and your body, it all stems down to that. And people's going to say, oh, your face matters and all this, but in regards to a face-wise, I don't think I got the best genetics face-wise. There's guys that are way better looking than me, and I get a lot of options not even trying. And it all stems down to my physique and my body. I've had it with girls, they've said that really makes you stand out, and that really makes a difference, because a lot of guys, they don't find attractive, but for some reason they find me attractive. It'd be a guy the same height, everything. Let's say you have a guy similar. They don't find him attractive. And why do you think? It's all because your physique and how your body looks. They really do like it when you're in shape. And this is obvious, but a lot of people don't even really truly see that. When you're in shape and when you've got physique, especially a V-taper physique and some muscle, you get compliments and you get attraction loads of different places where you go. You could just get on with your days. You can go to a gym, go to a shop, go to a different place. Let's just say you're out. Let's say you're just out in the center or whatever, getting some clothes. You're dressed well. Your clothes are fitting well and you're in good shape. I guarantee you will get a lot of attention and a lot of attraction. And there's people on there that vouch for it in the comments, and there's other people who don't. But most people who vouch for it understand. And I understand that without this, especially years ago when I was fat, out of shape, I didn't get none of this. I didn't get any of this attention. But when I got in shape, crazily, I started getting a lot of attention. That's a lot of attraction. Girls coming up to me, all this. And my friends can attest to this. And it's one of these things that is actually a beautiful thing and crazy in a sense as well, because I used to put so much emphasis before on trying to make sure they like me, and now when you're in shape, they like you anyway. They like you anyway because of how you look, and it makes a massive difference on your confidence. And I just want that for you lot. I want you lot to get the optimism from these videos, from these examples, especially in these videos, to understand that things like this happen. I've got loads of other things that has happened, loads of different stories and everything, but at the end of the day, I feel like I got the message across. When you get in shape, you could just have random opportunities, random options, random things happening. When they come up, get close to you, whatever, ask you some random shit, or smile at you, look at you, just talk to you in a genuine place. And it's very easy. It's very easy, and I don't want you lot falling into this trap where you think if you get in shape, it won't make a difference. It always makes a difference. It makes an insane difference to your confidence, to how you hold yourself. But you do have to build a physique that looks attractive, obviously. You do want that shoulder to waist ratio looking good. And naturally, me, I got wider hips anyway. So to think that I haven't got the most unbelievable genetics and I'm getting this attraction is amazing. And no matter what position you're in, just try to get in shape and build a good body. It'll help you in every single area, whether it's your confidence, whether it's how you hold yourself, whether it's in a job, whether it's in an interview. It helps you in every single area, and that's a beautiful thing. And I just want you lot to understand this. Hope you lot got a lot of value. If you want to achieve a physique that you're proud of, that you're happy of, like you wake up in the morning and you look at yourself and you think, I actually look good for the first time in my life, shoot me an email at reallouis23@gmail.com, and I can work with you lot and help you get in unbelievable shape and the shape you always wanted to be in, even if you're starting at a bad starting point. Thank you.